I have no clue why this app is making my lips pink, but okay, app. Whatever lighting you have going on is making my face look weird. Hey Katie, welcome. This app is giving me like this fake pink lipstick. It makes my face look weird. I don't know what's happening with it. We got some virgin coconut, new jar from Whole Foods. I just got off work, so I went out to eat last night. Hopefully it's not too smoky in here. So I bought some grass-fed beef stew. I don't even know what to call it. Like steak tip type of things. So I'm gonna brown them, and then I'm gonna add a bunch of water and throw my quinoa in there and let it sit with some spinach and stuff. And then that will be my meal for the next couple days because I have one more day to work and then I'm on vacation. I got, see. I cook with rubber spatulas from Pampered Chef because they never turn yellow. I mean, it's yellow now because of the ingredients I put in here, but I've been using them for years. Yes. I cook with these all the time. They still become white. Another Pampered Chef favorite. I know, it's not really a vacation. We got Friday off automatically from Biden. And Thursday I asked for off just so I can clean the house and stuff. So, Vindaloo. I don't even know what language you're speaking to me, Uncle Boozy. So I'm happy about that. Oh, and Uncle Boozy, you told me to go to Facebook and check something. Let me reverse it again. So you told me to go to Facebook and check something, and I did, and it was like a gamer site. Is that the one you wanted me to go on? Where it was like video game stuff? Indian blue. What you saying to me? What you talking about? So yeah, it's not much of a vacation, but all right, so yesterday I went to go to Five Guys and it was closed. Like the windows were dark and the awnings, like I can't even talk. I hate when I start talking after work because I can't talk anymore. I did search Boozy and I found video game stuff. All right, I just searched Boozy and that was it, just Boozy, and I got a video game thing, a live stream. Hey Dot, welcome. So I don't know what I'd call this. I'm just kind of throwing stuff together. I got grass-fed beef stew chunks and I just browned them up, and now I have them in a wok where I'm gonna add some quinoa and some frozen spinach to that. So sorry it's pulling the light from my overhead lights, but so I went to Facebook and I just typed in Boozy and I got somebody who plays a lot of like Fortnite, I think it is. So is that the one you wanted me to add? I'll tell you what my name on Facebook is. I'm gonna tell everyone here, they stalk me enough, don't they? Somebody was putting on my house information and everything the other day. You know how people be. No, all right. We can talk later about it then. So I'm glad I didn't add that person then. So what's up, Phil? Hey, Tupac. Welcome to my stream. Now you can see my video pink lips. I don't know why the app's doing that. Look at that. That's like worse than when you get lipstick on your teeth. What's up, Phil? I haven't seen that Phil name in a while. Where you been hiding? White Tupac is my new friend. So I want you to take some time to wish him well and have prayers. He's having surgery coming up, and so, you know, if you guys, I don't know if you guys are religious, but if you want to do some quiet prayer time for him, you know, speedy recovery for sure, White Tupac. It's not easy. So I am doing well. So I took the beef and I went and just browned it on all the sides and stuff with coconut oil, and I have garlic in here, and I also do a lot with adobo, which you can find in your Spanish. 9 a.m. tomorrow. Wow, I thought you said 10. Is it just getting earlier, or is it me? Yeah, Luther and Bounder. That Luther's got a nice beaver thing going on. Anyways, I threw some quinoa in here. I have some garlic in here. I have some adobo in here. And so now I'm going to let it just simmer and do its thing. And I don't have a lid. This is what we do in real life over here in the household of me. Is I throw a frying pan right on top. And see, that's now my cover for my wok because I don't have a cover for that. So that will sit in there and we'll check it out. Hey, Ken, you're over there boondocking with live stream. That's cool. I saw your fire over there, Ken, cooking your hot dogs and your dinner. Olive loaf spam and head cheese wrap. You made what, Daddy Sales? Was it good at least? My goodness. So I have all these gifts to wrap. This is a large family here. Oh, so I was saying, here goes my ADD again. And my messy house. I should bring this down now, right? Hold on. I've got nothing else to drill, so I guess we can bring the... Knowing my luck, I'm gonna spill drill bits all over the house. Okay, I can figure out a puzzle. I passed preschool. I can get this done, right? Got my, any home repairs need to be done? Hot dogs, gators, no way, gator sausage? Okay, that is something I've never heard of. I've heard of gator meat, but I've honestly never heard of gator sausage. I mean, I'm assuming it's good, right? So last night I went out for Five Guys and they were totally closed. And I didn't look on Facebook why they were closed, but the door, you know, the door was shut, the lights were off, the awning's down, and I said to my kid, I'm like, do you want Chipotle instead? And she was like, sure. So I went down to Chipotle and sorry, did I press the wrong button? I almost pressed the button. So I went down to Chipotle, and next to Chipotle is Mattress Firm, and I wasn't planning on buying anything. I actually went in there because Wingstar sits on a purple pillow, I think she said. So I went into Mattress Firm to see if they have a pillow for my office chair because it's very uncomfortable. And I went in there, and it's $70 first off. Okay, a stupid chair pillow is $70. But I need a new mattress because my hip is really sinking into like the memory foam part because it's kind of old. So I bought myself a mattress. So not only did I buy dinner last night, I randomly went and bought a mattress. So you can only get the sausages from Boy Gators. Well, Phil, if anyone knows about that, that'd be you, right? And you ate all 4 of them, Ken? I don't blame you. Seriously, they look delicious. I've never had a gator sausage, but they looked really good. And you have your fire over there by the water. And I don't know about Daddy Sale's olive lamb spam and head cheese wrap, but I'll trust him on that too. So I got so this room here still hasn't come down. I can't remember the day that I took my rain boots and I kicked down this wall. If you guys remember that, I had my cute flower rain boots on. I kicked down this wall and I've now just left it since then, just lying here. And I still have that wall to take down and all of this to take down. And I can't figure out, I don't want to step in there because I got socks on instead, but I can't figure out how these studs are hanging on here because I don't see a nail anywhere in the top. So I don't know if I can salvage this wood or not, or if I should just take my my hand saw, and just cut it all down. But yeah, so I still haven't done that yet. So need to get on it. Oh, you went to Louisiana for yours? You're not gonna find that up here. I mean, even though we have moose, I don't even think people have moose meat up here. Not that I want to try that either, but you get that in Alaska maybe, when the moose get hit by a car and they rescue it, feed a family with the moose. So yeah, so my Chipotle run last night cost me 2 burritos and a mattress. So the mattress is coming in on Thursday. Some, what's this? Hi, Nala. Beans, speak. Beans, speak. Beans, speak. She's got her baby now. Is my real name Lauren? No, my real name is Lori, but my real name is not Lauren. I've never been Lauren. Do I have a cousin out there, maybe, with that name? Oh, you have a little deep freeze in the RV? That's cool. My big 34-foot camper that I had a freezer. Actually, all my campers have had a freezer except for this small one. It's got a pull-out freezer where it we have it out right now, but because we don't use it. But we have a little freezer we can put in. It's so small though. And we eat mostly vegetables and stuff when we're out. So the place I like to camp the most is on a farm, and I can get fresh eggs normally from her in the morning, so that helps. We don't need a, I knew it was gonna happen. At least it wasn't on my foot. So I can get fresh eggs for her in the morning if she's open and running normally. And the rest of it is just farm stand vegetables. Like we'll just go around and find stuff and get some fresh corn and zucchini. I actually grow my own zucchini here, so we take those with us. And that's pretty much what we eat when we go camping, is zucchini everything. Zucchini everything. So now the dinner is simmering, so I'm gonna let that sit. And we got our Christmas room with the village over the fireplace, all nice and cozy. I don't know if I should have a fire or not. I don't want to waste all my wood because I still have a couple months to go, but let me, today, this is like my 4th round of recycling, I swear. You found this spot, got outwalked by a dog pile of bear crap on the ground. Oh no. And your son's scared to sit outside. I don't blame him, you know. Those kids aren't country. Those kids are, you know, they have their cell phones, and my kid won't even go camping with me. She stopped that a while ago. She saw a spider in the shower, and that was it for her. And I'm not talking like a big spider. I'm talking like a little baby tiny one, like smaller than an eraser of a pencil spider. And she was like, yep, if I can't shower where there's no insects, I'm not going camping with you anymore. So, bummer for her. But again, she's a teenager, so what are you gonna do? maybe in her 20s, she'll tell her boyfriend or husband like, hey, I want to go camping. We used to camp when I was a kid. Sorry for the phone shaking. I don't have a stabilization thing on here, and I'm carrying trash with my other hand. So we got our recycling. What's this? See? Recycling and trash. It is cold. We got some nice neighbors put out some lights. Lori did not. You probably can't see it, but it is cold. And actually, even on the trash, look at this. See that? That's all ice and dirt. That's all sparkly frost on both the trash cans. Look at that. It's cool how it sparkles, huh? So the bears are about as big as your dog. That sounds kind of small though for bears, right? That sounds like a cub size we'd have over here. The only bears I've seen in my life, my real life, was in the White Mountains at Dairy Queen. These bear cubs came and stole the trash barrel. So the kids that work there went out with a broom, standing to defend us against bears with a broom. Hey, Beans. Hey, Beans. So. Right. They want to camp with their PlayStation 5. That's typical, isn't it? Bossy. What do you want? Bean, what do you want? Want to go outside? See that stuff right there is because she destroyed her baby. Outside? Outside? All right. All right, relax. Yep, kids want their video games. Kids want their video games. And Mom's over here working hard on a puzzle.
With a broken hand.
With her broken hand. She had a red cast and now she has a green cast. She's
Still
all
matches the nails.
She's all the day she broke her arm, I was having a hard time moving because my back wouldn't stop spasming by my kidneys. And so she's bringing in groceries with her recently broken wrist. That's how she broke her wrist, was groceries. I'm trying to lug the groceries in with her. Both me and her are limping outside like a couple of old people. So, we're like the odd couple. We can have our own TV show. He snuck it in the RV. You know, when I had the 34-foot camper, I had a Keystone. I had a Keystone Summerlin. That's what it was called. And it had 2 bump outs, and the back of it had the what do you call it? The captain's bunk bed on the left side where the ladder is, and they could sleep on the top. And the right side had a bunk bed that fell down, but like could hook to the top with like these cushions on the floor that you can make into a bed or just hang into readjust them into like a lounge area. And the captain's bed had a TV slot in it, and it was all hooked up with the video games. We don't have a PlayStation 5, but it was hooked up with video games and TV and whatever the kids wanted to do because they were spoiled. And I didn't have that camper long because that's a 9,000-pound camper to pull, and I'm not about to pull that by myself. There's no reason to have something that big by myself anyways. So we downsized to the 20-foot camper. So now, should I or should I not have a fire? And I don't know what these stupid VOG things are. Do you guys? I can delete it, but I don't know if I can block them on my side. That is Phil's job. And Phil probably left me already because that's how he does. He comes and he goes. Oh, Ken, you had a wrench. Where's your wrench? Oh, you do have a wrench still. I couldn't see the icon. What I wanted, what is on my wish list. Oh, I gotta get a lighter. Hold on. So on my wish list, I would like a big bean bag. I don't know if I want those love sacks because they're so expensive, but I really want a beanbag chair for this area. So when I light a fire, I could just pull it over. Hi, Phil. I could just pull over my beanbag chair and sit in front of the fire. Sorry, guys. I need to grease this stuff, so please just hold your ears. Ah! This was installed in 1980 something, so it's a little bit like my chains won't open on their own. So I have to do something like that. And then I get a lot of ashes. Yeah, is it a virus? Ugh. Like, come on. Can you, I mean, if these people put as much effort that they do, you know, as much work as they do in identity theft as they do into something positive, like fighting cyber crimes, imagine how much money they would make, right? Like every company would want them. Hold on, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Or, if I could, I still need my phone stands. I don't have phone stands yet. Okay, hold on. I won't be able to see chat for a sec because I gotta use 2 hands for this, but it's pretty heavy. And it's a pain to get around the, whatever you call it. Okay. So I must have burnt something that had a coil on it. Maybe it was part of my notebook or something. Look at, I just found this in my fireplace. So, pool in the wintertime. No pool in the wintertime. My pool is closed. So I'm about to make myself very dirty because I have too much ashes in here. I gotta sweep them down. Cinderella, Cinderella. Oh, of course. Now my phone's gonna die. I don't know why this app eats my phone so much. I'm not sure what I can do to make it live longer, but I feel like I gotta do the Cinderella thing because I have too much ashes, too many ashes in my fireplace. Stay, phone, stay. Sit without your tripod. Sit, I demand you. So I'm gonna find my, I'm lucky that when this fireplace was built, it's got its own little ash sweeper thing. It's just a matter of finding it. I don't want it, the plate falling down. Just take it up like that. All right. This is my poker. So this will go down to my garage. And I've already had it vacuumed out. I think I need a better sweeper. But like I said, I got lucky. I don't have to take a bucket and scoop it out with a shovel or anything. I just have to sweep it down to the basement, the catch all down there. I also bought a backsplash, a cast iron backsplash for the fireplace, so we'll shoot the heat forward a little bit more because this fireplace doesn't really heat very well. It tends to suck the air out of the room, so you have to have the fire going for a while for the fireplace to heat up and then kick it back. So definitely not going to do a perfect job today. This little brush sucks. Just enough. Feel like Cinderella. My hands aren't too dirty, right? So put my plate back on. And put my log holder back on. Hold on. back onto my plate. Now, the fun part. I gotta get some more wood, I think. So, I've been using egg crates, cartons that you get from your grocery store. Just plain old. I used to take the time out to put dryer lint in them and you know, and put crayon wax or something melted all over from leftover crayons. But nowadays, I've just been using those. They've been working fine. Now, the lighter. Let's see. Sorry, I will get a, I'm telling you, for Christmas or right after Christmas, I'm gonna get a tripod so I can hold my phone up. Yeah, so Tasha threatened to swat me, so I've had to contact legal advice, and, you know, I was just advised that I just change my name back to something that I normally use, so I'm magical now. It's just not worth the stress, but I'm still pursuing the SWAT threat for sure. So, I know I must be a millionaire because I have an ash sweeper at the bottom of it. You know, my parents have just owned this house for a long time, and they worked their ass off to get it, and, you know, and now we're here. So, yeah, I don't need to use the shop vac except for the, when I go do the ashes at the bottom of the basement, I'll use that. But if I could just sweep them down to that catch-all in the bottom of the garage, then that's what I use for now, instead of just carrying the stupid shop vac upstairs and vacuuming the fireplace and then doing this. So I think this works out good. So I have 30%. Okay, let me, I'm gonna put this down again. Show you that, you guys can watch that fire for me, see if it starts. What do you think? You think the fire will start? What's my chances on this going? We'll see. We'll see if my little trick of the egg cartons work, right? I still have some time. Nala. Nosy Nala. Nala, you do that? Did you do that? Did you do that? She doesn't know what to say when I say that. So I wanted to show you that. So I use the trail name Magical when I do letterboxing. And letterboxing is that you have clues where you can go and find hidden rubber stamps. And most of these stamps are hand carved by other people, which is pretty cool. I've hand carved stamps myself, so I'll probably do something more on that coming up. But it's either I find stamps, oh, I can hear it going now. So yeah, I seriously don't use gas or anything. I just use these egg cartons. I don't put anything on them or anything. It just kind of takes off. And if your wood's seasoned enough, which I have this much left to last me in the winter. One of my friends I went to high school with owns a tree company, so that's where I got my wood from. I paid him $40 and I just threw a bunch of wood in my truck. So anyways, with these stamps, I follow clues, usually in the woods. We'll follow trails and follow clues to find stamps in the woods. We also do events together, like at campgrounds and stuff. And you can also find them like in libraries, restaurants, on the side of the road, what have you. So Magical is actually my trail name for that hobby. So I don't know if I have a picture of my stamp on here, but let me just see. I think this is the first book I used. Let's see. So like, for example, this is an event I went to where these are Alice in Wonderland images. If you can see that, we have the Mad Hatter and we have the mouse with the teacup and a cupcake that says eat me. So these images were actually hand carved by somebody. Can you imagine? Like, it's really a work of art to find these things. It's a fantastic hobby. So again, there's your white rabbit. And these were hand carved by somebody with the little tools and their pink rubber. And so again, Magical is my trail name. And so I've had it for years. Let me show you something that I had friends that did. It was kind of crazy. Let me see if it's in this one. I think it was. Oh, here it is. So this is my signature stamp, it's called. So after I'm done finding the trails or the stamps, is usually a logbook inside the box. And I take my signature stamp, which is the yin yang koi fish, because I'm a Pisces. So actually, so the whole history of this is that my youngest kid is a Cancer, and the Cancer sign is almost like a yin yang, but it's just like kind of going up and down. And so I carved the two koi fish matching that, kind of like that 6-9 looking thing. And then I put my trail name into Magical, and I'm a Pisces, which is 2 fish swimming in opposite directions. So I have, again, there's Magical. So it's not weird for me for someone to be like, hey, Magical, because whenever I'm at an event with other people, I do answer to that all the time. So let me see if, again, oh, another one we did is L.O. Bean up at in Freeport, Maine, the L.O. Bean flagship store. We used to meet up in January, and we used to hunt stamps from 8 p.m. till 2 o'clock in the morning. And we were called the Night Owls. And so these are all owls that people hand carved for that event. Look at that. I mean, it's pretty cool. Yeah, propane, I don't know. I think it's, it died down a little bit. Yeah. I mean, I don't like traveling with wood either. We usually buy it at the campground, if that, and then I just have my wood inside. But I've never done the propane thing either. For me, like, having too many tanks would probably scare the crap out of me. So let's see if I have another one that I'm thinking of that my friends did. I have so many, look at. So it's just my logbook of all these stamps that I found. That was the circus we did one year. We found some Toy Story stuff. Oh, these are all bean images. Live with Lori, coming to you from Massachusetts. It's live. I'm okay with a Magical thing. Magical also comes from a book that I have a hard time getting through and reading. It's called a Magica, or at least I call it a Magica. I think other people call it different names, but it's from Clive Barker, the guy who made Hellraiser, who wrote Hellraiser. He made a book called a Magica, and so I was a Magicus or a Magical or something like that when I had my first trail name, and nobody could say it, so I just switched it and called myself Magical. So I'm like, no big deal, it's fine, it's whatever. So I don't know, I went to this girl's house, and she had carved like the 7 gates of hell or something, and that's what I was trying to find, but I can't find it in this book, so it might have been in a different book, but which would be kind of weird because this is one of my first books that I ever did. But I'll show you. So these are all stamps from an event that we've had at Wakita. So again, these people like hand carve all these rubber stamps, and then we stamp them down, we find them, and then we log them online. So this journal's pretty full, which is why I exchanged it. I also have my hiking bag that I take. Night boxers do it in the dark, and this glows in the dark. And I also have my letterboxing main. So I want to get more patches. I want to get the patch that we do for the event. I also have tags from people that we exchange tags for. I only have one so far. I didn't have enough money to buy my own tags, so people don't like to exchange tags unless you have your own too. So maybe I'll have to invest in that. But inside here is all my gear for the to-go letterboxing outside. Hey Joe, welcome. I just took my trash out outside. It was freaking freezing and I thought of you. Like, how the hell cold is it in Quebec right now? Jeez-o. So I have, oh, my cousin made me this thing, which is pretty cool. This holds all my markers now. When I'm finding stamps, I can color them different colors because she gave me this thing that holds all my ink and all my ink pads, which was pretty cool. And then I have my other books in here. Let's see, not that one. I got the black one. Then I got my sketchbook. This is my newer book I've been using, but I think I want to... Oh, it got wet somehow too. Yikes. Come on, stupid thing. Can zoom out. I can't zoom out, I guess. Yeah, it's cold as usual. I'm just showing my stamps that I've done. These are all hand... Oh, this is a stamp I made. I carved this one. This one's called the Not So Night Owl because he can't stay awake. So I have this one right now in my room that I have to go back and hide. But she was so hard to make. I mean, it wasn't terribly hard, but look at all those intricate feathers, you know, to dig all the rubber out and make those. I just don't know where I want to put her. Here, I'll show you what she looks like in real life. Let's see. I also got a U.S. Army stamp. Yeah, so Joe, I was saying, I don't know if you missed it, but the reason why I call myself Magical is because that's my trail name when I'm out hunting down rubber stamps. So I have, and we put them in these Tupperware containers. Normally I spray paint mine so you can't see them from the woods. I also have a fire going too, or attempting to. So this is my, we put them in these like airtight. All right, Ken, go back to your alligator sausage. So like I mentioned, I have a logbook I'll show you in a second, but I wrap all my stuff in this felt and I put Velcro on it so they're easy to unwrap. And this is what my owl looks like. So I think she goes like this. So she's, hold on. I put arrows on it too so you can know like how to stamp it, like which side to stamp it on. So you just put your ink on it, you press down and stamp it, and voila, you have a stamp. So I end up hand carving that with my tools. So that's my itty bitty night owl. And inside my box, I also have this logbook. I just bought a bunch of them off Etsy too. So inside the logbook, you'll see who actually came to visit your stamps. Sometimes they write how far they came. So let's see. Oh, hold on. This might be a dead book because I think it's too new. All right. Hold on. I'm going to show you one of the books that I have. That one's brand new, ready to be planted. Hey, RC. Merry Christmas. Thank you for stopping by. It was the first time I saw you today in a long time. It was good to see you down in your warm state of Florida, which I'm jealous over. Let's see. I have too many hobbies and stuff to do, so like my drawers are full of stuff. Like this is another one you can find, you can get stamp downs from Maine lighthouses. So I got that. I'm just trying to find a full logbook, and I don't know what I did with it. Got my pencils. I got more empty books. So we also have books like this that have clues in them that tell you how to find stamps, different puzzles that you can find to find our stamps. So that's always fun. Oh, here's one of them. So this is a logbook here. And it just shows you like who went to see your stamps. So this person here is from Holden, Mass. And they found my stamp in 2017. And we got, she stamped it upside down, I guess. And then we got this person from Trailblazer, 2016. These people are from Framingham, Mass. They came to visit the stamp. So they stamp down when they find your stamp, and they write little stuff, or they have their own trail names and stuff. There's the Harry Pottage. This is the Quidditch. All right, so it's pretty cool. You get to see who came to visit you. So that is one of Lori's hobbies, and that's where the name Magical came from, was because I have a stamp and I have a dead fire, and I guess my little trick of my egg cartons did not work tonight. Damn you fire. See, if I depended on fire to heat this house, we'd all be dead right now. Oh, and there goes my low battery mode, which wouldn't be good either. Hold on. So I guess I'm gonna free up my charger, and I'm gonna take another one of these things. Again, plain old egg cartons. Let's see if we can try it again. Gonna smush it in that, but I think I'm gonna take a lighter piece of wood. I have some older pieces in here. Let's see if this one will catch better. Let's get this started. Let's see. Lori has no balance, so I'm gonna friggin' what's massive two shits? Did I miss something? I got 9 people watching with nobody talking to me. So let's see if I get this fire going. Famous old market basket. If you guys are from up in Massachusetts, you guys know Market Basket, formerly known as the Moulis. All right. So the egg cartons go pretty quickly. It's just a matter of if the wood's seasoned enough to go with it. Oh. So I want a bean bag. I want a bean bag for right here on the floor, so I can just sit with my cross stitching and whatnot and chill. So, but that was the magical story. And I got my new stockings hung up at the fire, by the fire with care. Massive two shits. Yeah, I don't know, like I don't really keep kindling up here. I just burn egg cartons, and normally my wood is seasoned and dry enough that it just picks up right away, so I don't normally have to have kindling. But I do have some taken down the room downstairs in my garage. If I take that wood and cut it into smaller pieces, I'll have some pine, like 2x4 pine. So I might take all that and repurpose it. I used to have was it pine? Like I had trim, and I had those door jam things. I don't know what you call them, but I had some extra wood pieces up here that we weren't using. But I don't know. I think I have good faith in this fire right here. So let's see what it looks like with the lights out. Ready? Plus my phone doesn't die on me. I put my backpack over. Let's see. Oh, that's warm and toasty, huh? Even though I have the kitchen light on. There. And hopefully, I actually changed my stockings, so I hope they don't catch on fire, because that might be interesting. Did you heat with wood? I was saying earlier, I can't heat with this fireplace because it sucks all the air out. So I did buy a cast iron backsplash for the fireplace to kind of kick the heat forward a little bit. But I mean, desperate times if the heat went out, could I heat with it? Maybe a bit. Yeah, I think it just wants to be stubborn, like it's not my night. Oh, you just put your tree up? Did you do it with your daughter, Joe? ever so gently. If it could just set that stupid one piece of wood on there. Right, Phil? Isn't it romantic? Kind of blowing it out. This is Lori, Girl Scout Fail 101. And I'm glad my flue's open because I have a lot of smoke now. So no, it just might not be my night for fire today. Should be a bummer. Got a little piece of wood in here. If I was outside, I'd be a little bit more reckless. Hey, Uncle. If I was outside, I'd probably be a little bit more adventurous and put more stuff on the fire, like citronella or some sort of oil. But I'm in the house and I don't want to start anything. I don't want to regret, you know, setting the smoke alarms off and stuff. So we'll see. Come on, egg cartons. You know what this is because I was bragging that I knew the trick to how to start fires by using simple egg cartons. And now it's like, no you don't, bitch. Like, don't pretend you know what you're talking about. That's what's happening to me right now. Oh. Yeah, I actually have it. Look at this. I have an old-fashioned one. Look at this. It still has the American Eagle flag on it and everything. I have an old puffer. Oh, nice. That's nice to have your brothers up, Joe. That'd be cool. I got my brother and his kids coming on Saturday. So I took Thursday off from work and we were given Friday off by Biden. So, you know, President gave us the day off for Friday, Christmas Eve. We don't always have it. It's not a given for our federal employees to have Christmas Eve off. And I'm a little bit surprised considering that we're behind on stuff. But yeah, we got the day off. I'm gonna clean and wrap gifts and all that good stuff. So let's go check what's for supper. Shall we? The dogs already ate. What's for supper, Nala? How's it going? So I was saying earlier in my stream, I don't have a cover for my wok, so I use a frying pan. It does its trick, though. I'm gonna clean my stove, too. So I added, I browned some grass-fed beef I got from Whole Foods. And I just browned it in coconut oil. And I added some seasoning, including garlic. And then I threw some spinach on it and some quinoa. So now I'm just waiting for the quinoa to settle. And this will be my dinner for a couple meals now. So tomorrow I'll probably have for breakfast, have for lunch. So, oh, you have to run, Joe? Okay. All right, Joe, thanks for visiting. Thank you for coming to our quiet little chat here. So I think it's almost done. I'm gonna go ahead and just shut it off. I'm gonna clean my stove. And then I got these dishes going on with my, if you guys watch Schitt's Creek, I got the ew dishes from David, because he's funny. I got that little decoration up here. We got some succulents. I got some white sage, some succulents. My favorite incense sticks, if you ever see those in the jars. This one's called Shooting Star, is my favorite one. So I have that going on. Got to do the clean dishes too. Oh, this is another one, another person's stamp. Look at that. That's my friend's signature stamp that I have on here that I put there. So, stamps everywhere. And we'll check how there goes the battery again. Check how the fire's going. Do you have fire? Yep, I think it's gonna stick this time. What do you guys think? I think this is it. I think this is it. So Lori is good. Lori made a fire and saved the world of New England. But like I said, I don't think I could heat with this. I mean, if we have to, I can cook some stuff on the cast iron, get this fire going. And once the brick heats up around the fireplace, it will warm. But I mean, it takes a couple hours. And I used to have a wood burning stove in another room that I had, and it made the house like yellow. Like there was just too much smoke going on. It wasn't flued right. Was I used to say that? Like it wasn't taking the air out right because whoever installed it was a jackass. And so that was a pain in the ass to constantly feed to keep that room warm. And then I had a pellet stove, and that sucked just as much because I used to go through 40 pounds a day. So I used to, you know, put the 40-pound bag in, and it would fit 2 of them. So I had 80 pounds in there. And every day I had to feed another 40-pound bag. So that was a pain. So let's see. I was also showing that I had frost on my trash barrel. So let's go see what's happening in the back. Shall we? Let's see what's happening in the back. Got snowy frost. Come on, girls. No? So I have this icy stuff on the, like snow on the deck right now. The moon is pretty big. It's behind the trees right now, but that's pretty crazy looking. I don't even know how to get a close-up of it. We got the cemetery. What's going, Nala? Sounds all crackety out here, huh? Everyone's chimneys have smoke coming out. My chimney has smoke coming out. The moon's looking crazy behind those trees. I wish I can get a better view of it because it's actually gigantic, unless it's an alien. That clearly could be an alien because it does not even look like the moon. But so quiet. Some lights of the city and the cemetery. Yeah, I gotta check those stockings out too. I'm not used to having stockings that hang down so much. Yeah, I don't have enough trees to cut my own wood to make it worth it. You know, and a cord of wood is what? Ugh. I hate to say $300 and something and make myself sound stupid because it's probably more than that. But I'll tell you, I have a Ford Ranger, small, you know, that small pickup truck that I have. And I didn't fill it, but I filled it enough and it cost me $40, which filled up my, my fire. Yeah, the stockings don't feel hot, so I think we're okay. I don't have this rip-roaring either, so maybe I'll take the stockings down. If anyone wants to have chocolate in the stockings, it'd definitely be melted, though, if it keeps going like that. So, I don't know. It was enough wood to fill my holder of my wood and to put some outside. And the guy wasn't there when I showed up for my wood. But again, I went to high school with him, so I was going to do that stupid lip thing again. I'll just cover my mouth like this. So he wasn't there, and his office was actually unlocked and open. So I took $40 and I put it in his office, and I grabbed the wood. I felt that I like it was a good deal. So I grabbed the wood, and then I came home and I told him, I said, hey, you weren't there. And he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Come back and get more wood. I'm like, no, I don't need more wood for free. I mean, that's insane. I said, if we can just keep this deal where I go down on my lunch break and I just fill my own truck up and drop you off $40, I'm as happy as a clam. So he said that was fine with him. And I hope that works out for the both of us, that he could just keep his lot open and I'll just pull in and fill my truck up with wood when I need to. But yeah, I don't have enough trees. I took down 5 oak trees in the back of the house, I think mixed with maple too. And what'd I do with all that wood? So I mean, I used it. I burned through quite a bit of it because we had the wood burning stove in the other room, plus this fireplace. But it's not worth it. The stacking and the lugging. I mean, I can't do that. I don't have the energy and the stamina to do that. So, but like I said, I do want to get a bean bag to just hang by the fire when it's going like this. So, what did you guys have for dinner besides Ken having alligator sausage? What did you guys have for dinner? Put rocks in the stockings. Rocks don't melt, right? You know, if I had little kids that are being pain in the asses, I probably would, but my kids are pretty good. My adult kids. So I'm going to have my older daughter's married now, so she's going to, I mean, he's been here before, don't get me wrong. It's not like, oh, it's going to be the first time meeting him, but it's going to be the first time she brings her husband to my house for Christmas. So that's kind of, I have to keep getting used to saying that, like her husband now, you know, your kids are old enough to have spouses. It's a whole new world when that happens. But, you know, such is life, right? You just figure out what you're going to do next. And I kind of mentioned to my boyfriend too, I flat out said it, and I probably offended him. I said, this is going to be the first year that I wake up Christmas morning and not have somebody to wake up to, in a sense, you know, like, and he kind of looked at me, and it's no offense to him. I know I can wake up to him. I can wake up to my mom. We can have Christmas morning together. But when you take the kid aspect out of Christmas, it does change everything. So, okay, you going to have your sketty? I love sketty. Awesome. And then chicken vindaloo on rice. Sprouts. Are you serious with the Indian sauces and stuff? Like, Uncle, when are you going to come up here to cook for me? Fancy schmancy. And Phil had chili. See, I said that and your internet dropped out. But yeah, Christmas, I mean, you know, for those that don't have children, you know, it's hard to describe, but when you have like little kids that are just looking forward to Santa and running into the living room before you even get up and wake up and see like their faces from all their gifts that they got and stuff, like it's just a whole different thing than being having Christmas when you're an adult, you know. And that's something that I just need to adjust myself to, that I now have an empty nest situation going on. And you know, my kids come and go. It's not about that, but it's just not the same to have them. Like trick-or-treating is to give out candy to other kids. I don't walk around the neighborhood anymore with my kids. So, you know, as a parent, you just adjust that new stage of life. So, I can't do curry, Uncle. Like I can't at all. I've tried, and sometimes I get Singapore rice noodles from the Chinese food restaurant, or chow mein fun, they call it, chow mein fun. And I can't, if they put curry in it, I can't have it. It's way too spicy for me. But I went to Whole Foods and I bought pre-made rice that had something on it, but I forgot what it was, like an Indian type of thing. I mean, I can do samosas. I think samosas sometimes have curry in it, just very little though. It's not too spicy for me. So, yeah, street life. You know what, Street? I said the same thing. I can't wait, but I'm telling you, man, like it's a whole different world when those kids aren't around. It's so different. You're going to get drunk on with friends. That's awesome, Daddy. I'm going to get some moonshine again, I think. And you got your 13-year-old with you. Christmas will be in the forest, whereabouts unknown. I know. He snuck his PlayStation 5, though. So... Right, Street, 2 more to leave. I'm telling you, like, with all the Girl Scouts that I did and the cheering and the Pop Warner stuff and everything else, I said the same thing. Like, I can't wait to have my life back where it's just about me, but now I don't know what to do with myself. So, yeah, Uncle, I can't do hot and spicy at all. Your kids are grown, RC, and Christmas doesn't mean much since my wife passed. You're right, RC. That's a whole nother level of life, right? I mean, I'm just talking about my kids being grown and empty nesting, but I haven't had to deal with that. I'm so sorry for your loss. I truly am. And sorry for my stupid pink lips, because I don't know what this app is doing with my pink lips. But yeah, Ken, little shit. Yeah, I remember you saying that you had your kids when you were my age, you know, and I said I can't imagine doing that. I had my kids in my 20s. Why do I have lips like this? Like, can I change that? How can I change that? Lips off. Oh, ooh, I had an app that said lips off. There we go. Yeah, I can't, like, I don't know. I just can't imagine. Like, you know, my mom's here for now too, so I always have the company, but, you know, and like I said, my kids go back and forth and, you know, family in and out of this house and stuff, but Yeah. And then when you're older and you have kids, it's a whole different aspect too. So RC, do you have kids that you'll see too for Christmas? Or is it just you, the dog, and the cat? And I think it's good to have animals too to travel with. I mean, it's kind of a pain that some hotels won't take you, but I know someone who had the kid in their 40s, better her than me. No, I said the same thing. I have a friend at work that, I don't know if she's watching this or if they ever watch this, but I'm going to talk about them for a second. They have kids the same age as mine, which are kind of distance in between kids and stuff. And boom, she got pregnant with twins, a boy and a girl. And so she's raising kids all over again. But she said it's totally different. When you're a little older and you're more financially sound, it's a whole different world than being poor and 20. So your dog is older than your youngest son. Aww. No moonshine. Not sure that's a good idea. You like fighting with Tasha when you're tipsy. Yeah, I've been legally advised not to fight with her anymore, so I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut with that, I think. I don't know. I guess it just depends, right? It depends on how far I get pushed. But I don't feel like my conversations are fighting. I think they're just checking. I think I'm a fact checker more than a fighter, right? So like I just, it's not trash talking, it's not lying. I don't lie about stuff, but I just fact check. And like you're gonna say something that doesn't make any sense, I'm just gonna call you out on it. It's my nature. I can't stay there and be quiet. I'm sure most of my family wishes I would, but I don't. I have a mouth on me. But yep, so that's fine. So, but Street, I don't know why you give Coates such a hard time. I mean, maybe I haven't been around long enough to understand why, but you need to give Coates, don't talk shit about him. He's cool. I think Gerald does his own thing, and he's not monetized. He doesn't have his PayPal up or anything, and I respect him for that. I think it's pretty cool, really cool people. Oh, all right, Phil, get that garden growing. Get that garden growing. So, Uncle, we'll have to talk about this whole Facebook thing too, because like I said, I did go on Facebook and I searched Boozy, and there was a younger gentleman that does a lot of calls himself a software game developer or something, and has live streams playing games. So, and if that Boozy kid stole your information, you better go after him. So. Yeah, I don't know. Tasha's trying to get me for defamation. So Street, Coach said that the reason why you're blocked over there is because you went over to another channel and you were talking shit about him, and so therefore that you're blocked. And I was there going, no, you didn't, Street, did you? And I thought you were listening to the whole conversation. That was a couple of nights ago, saying that you were talking shit about him. So that's why you're blocked. So. I love the whole blue towel thing he's got going on lint rollers. Like with Coates, I just think he's an honest person. Like he doesn't hide anything either. He just is who he is. So I like that. So yeah, my Facebook's under my real name too. That's why I don't want to give it out. Not that my shit hasn't been doxed already on Facebook by who, by the person I don't know because I never met her. But I think we have a pretty good fire going on. Yeah, people don't like facts, trust me. Yeah, I made a phone call actually today, and I heard some more facts that were sent to that said person. Some more facts that were sent to that said person by email. So I'm not gonna get into it, but it's just again a whole shitload of lies and drama and suspense to get ratings up, and it's just stupid. Ratings for what? You know what I mean? But then again, maybe I don't understand it enough. I'm not monetized. So if the only drama you can do is picking on real life people and doxing their information, then I guess that's what you get, right? That would be it. Yeah, it must have been a clone my fucking ass. I got screenshots of it. Seriously, not playing that. It's like, what's the point? Like seriously, what's the point of all this? Like my whole goal is just to be in more quieter rooms that are just, about like good stuff. I'm not going to get into drama and hating so-and-so because it's just not my thing. I'm just, like I went to Wingstars the other night and it was a breath of fresh air to just chit chat with her for a while, So Well, if Elvis said that Street Life was a troll, then that must be true. I mean, I believe whatever Elvis says. And that guy, and I'm not gonna call him a poor guy, because honestly, I've seen his behavior. He can be a complete dick, and I totally know like what he's done to people, so I'm not on his side at all. But the second he puts a YouTube channel out, everyone strikes it. Like he can't come up for air for 2 seconds without someone striking his new channel. So I don't know what he's planning on doing. Some people deserve to be trolled. They do. And sometimes it can be funny and you can joke around with someone and you can have a good time. It's just the doxing shit needs to stop. Or the vengeful stuff that doesn't need to be done. The hateful stuff. The stuff that causes people to lose sleep at night or cry or really feel emotionally stressed out. Like this weekend, I'll admit this Saturday, I was a mess. Like I was just so stressed out and didn't know what I wanted to do with YouTube anymore because it wasn't worth my time. Like just the harassment and bullying was just like, is this really where I want to be? But then at the same time, like this is the problem. I meet RC Robertson, I meet Street Life, I meet Phil, I meet Uncle Boozy, my favorite uncle, I meet Ken, I meet Wingstar and Jasmine, and you know, I'm mentioning all the guys, now I'm gonna throw in some girls, right? Like Rosie, and I meet so many good people that now that I'm here, I'm like, why should I have to give it up? I enjoy this, and I'm gonna be letterboxing and showing my stamps and board games and cross stitching and you know the things that I like I'll share with people who may like them with me, and you know, and also chit chat. And yeah, right, like RC, I've always considered, yeah, Tasha Teeling's totally the cause why I came on to YouTube. Like she knows it. Once my information was doxed out, like once she put my name and address and stuff and started calling me out for my job and everything and telling people where I work and that I'm auditing them, it was just game on. Like that was just it. I came to YouTube because of that. I'm like, seriously? I've always loved social media. I've always been on Facebook. I've been on Facebook for like 13 years. I have Snapchat. I have Instagram. I have Twitter, but I only talk to cataract killers and coachisms over there. But like, you know, I said enough's enough. Like I have no issue with social media. Let me come here. And the boy, whoo, whoa, is this a different world than any social media I've ever dealt with in my life? Like the boy is no joke. Like I try to call this, like when I talk to Wingstar and I'm in calmer rooms, I call it the moit because it's the middle of YouTube when it's calm like that, not the boit. But coachisms announced with Yeah Man a couple fights ago that I'm gonna have a character. So I am now inducted into the Boit, which is, it's awesome. Like I said, I was considering this weekend giving it all up and crashing it down now that I was threatened a good SWAT. I don't need police at my house, that's for sure. But I thought about it and I said, you know what? I have good content and I have fun content and I'm not going to sit here and trash people. I'm not going to be a negative ninny. And, you know, and yeah, the Boit's full of losers and the Boit's full of good people. You know, it totally is a mix. I think it's a mix of both. And I'm not taking sides in any fights anyone's got. I'm sick of that. I'm not going to be told who I can talk to and who I can't talk to. I mean, I'll listen to certain people that are smart and said, hey, avoid this person. I will go ahead and avoid them if it's really bad. But I'm seriously going to make my own judgment on who that is. And Street Life seriously is. He's a skater kid. What do you want? Skater kids are wise asses. And he's from New England. So, I mean, like, you get a combination of being a New Englander and a skater kid. You're going to get a wise ass. You're going to get a fucking Beastie Boy, right? Like, that's just the way it is. Like, it's cool. And I'm really serious, Street. Like, I was showing my stamps earlier. I don't know if you were here for all that. But I definitely want you to come out and do some stamps with us this spring. So, yeah, Katie, I'm learning fast with the Boyd. It's the bottom of YouTube. And it's just full of a bunch of people that it's a mix of good and a mix of bad, you know. So stop fighting with Coates, goddammit. Listen, Street Life, if you want to go to dinner with me and Coates and you want to hang out with us someday, you're going to have to get along with him. Because we're definitely going to Texas Roadhouse. I'm definitely going to go live stream with Coates one day. So Street Life, I'm going to show you. Whether you'll be into this or not, I think you should take your wife to go letterboxing with us. I was showing this. So watch. I'm sorry for anyone who saw this already, but I'm going to re-show it again. So this is a rubber stamp that's hand carved. This is an owl sleeping, and we hide these in the woods somewhere. We hide them and we leave clues for people to find them, like brain teasers and riddles and clues and stuff. And this is the stamp. You take some ink and you stamp it down. So this right here is my owl. I hand carved this. And you take a journal like this, and you follow your clues, and you take your ink pad and you stamp down your stamps. So, trying to get it to focus here. So people hand carve stamps, and that's what we do, is we hide them around the place. And it's a mix, right? So like a lot of kids get into this, and then when they turn about 9 years old, they're like, oh, this is stupid. I don't want to hang out with my parents anymore. And so the parents and the adults continue with it. And so we're like, I want to say we're like ages 30 to like 80, and we all hang out together. And it's like geocaching, yeah, but you don't take the stamp. You just stamp it down and you stamp it in this book, and then you log it online. And look at this art. Look at that white rabbit. We did an Alice in Wonderland one year. Look at that. I mean, it's gorgeous artwork. Yeah, so you'll have to come out so we can hang out and do our stupid thing. And we can do our letterboxing thing. So we do it at a campground. So I don't know if you want to bring your RV with you or just come down for the day. It's close enough for you to drive, so you can just come in for the day if you don't want to camp. But I'll be camping out there for sure. And they normally go out there from Wednesday to Sunday. So, right? The owl will make a great tattoo. So, oh, I was also saying this too. Like, my trail name is Magical, which is why I went back to Magical on YouTube here. But I'll show you what my signature stamp looks like. I actually want to get a tattoo of it, but I'm too chicken. I don't have a tattoo yet. I am chicken shit. Hold on. Where did I see that? It's in this book somewhere. Hold on. Here, instead of watching my hair, why don't you watch my book? If you guys see it again, stop me. Oh my God, you see that witch? Hold on. This witch has a fucking broom up her ass. Stuck on her broom. How about that one, Street Life? You like that? Hey, RC, thank you for coming. Hey, Jasmine. I don't know how you found me, Jasmine. I don't know how you knew I was going to be in this room and you found me. You, girlfriend, have magical powers. You went to football? My friend likes Richard Sherman, sorry. See, I don't watch football. Street Life is being a beastie boy. Where is my stamp? Oh, there it is. Okay, look at Street Life. So that's my signature stamp, Magical. So this is what I carry with me when I do my signature stamp, and I want to use this as I wanted a tattoo, and I want it on my foot, which everyone's like, are you crazy? The foot's the most, hurtful place you can have a tattoo for your first time. But that's my signature stamp, Magical. It actually has my name carved up here. But when I go find stamps, that's the one that I use. Magical. So that's why I now call myself Magical again. Let's check that fire. Oh, what? Lori is saving the world by having a fire. So we're all set with heat and cooking. We got some fuel for the fire. But yeah, so this spring we'll talk again, Street. We'll talk about you coming out and visiting. And like I said, either a day trip, because it's like maybe, I don't even think it's an hour drive. It's around the Hampton Falls, Exeter area, so it can't be too far from you. And then so we'll do that one, and then I'm hoping with COVID we get some more events going on. Like Maine usually has quite a few. Like they do the Cape Elizabeth Fort, the Fort Williams, I think it's called, right? We do like stamps out there sometimes too. There was one called like Let's Go Fly a Kite, because in where the Fort Williams Park has a big open field, and they fly kites out there and they hide stamps there too. So I think it's something you guys can get into. And like I said, it's mostly adults hanging out and talking. So it's just a new way to meet some friends in the area and do stuff. But anyways, I've been on for an hour. This is so so easy that time gets away from you when you're on here. So I'm gonna, let's see. There's my dog chill. Like she owns the couch. What? What? My name's Nala. So I'm gonna shut off my lights again to get that Christmas vibes. Get the fire and the Christmas village again. But I'm gonna go ahead and close this out now. Thank you everyone for visiting. Thank you for all support and how we can have a nice chat with nobody fighting and talking shit and bringing drama. I really appreciate every one of you. And like I said, I was thinking of dumping YouTube, but I'm here to stay for a while. So have a good night, guys. Thank you, Jasmine, for fighting me. Again, I don't know how you knew I was in this room, but I'm just kidding. I'll see you around. Bye, guys.